You've joined us on Intruders TV Music at the Qwartz #7 Electronic Music Awards, and finally we've managed to catch up with the most successful label here of the weekend. Every time we've wandered over, it seems, you've had swarms of people dying to hear your music. Kvitnu won Best Artist, Best Label and Best Discovered Artist. How does it feel to have taken home so many awards this weekend?
Well, a little bit psychedelic maybe, because we came here to see who wins, because the two artists were nominated in Discovery category, and after the first winner we were happy. Then when we got the Best Artist we were shocked, and then when I heard my name to see on the stage with the Best Label, it was like waving, like wow.
Big surprise.
Yes.
Big surprise.
Well, you obviously deserve the results that you've got, because some of the releases I've been listening to are very exciting. It's something that we're not used to over in the UK, admittedly. But are you familiar with the Qwartz Awards? Have you been to these before, or is this your first time?
2008 we were here, but not nomination. We were here only for the market. 2008. So it was a bit different. Now the Qwartz grown it's much bigger, much more they're really grown. So it's really nice to be here again, to participate again. So the second time, and we're already winners, so it's quite nice.
Absolutely, and it's lovely to have you here this weekend. So why don't we start a little by talking about the label and the sort of music that you guys release?
We started with releasing our own records, because Zavoloka, she's a musician, I'm doing music. So we started with our first record, our collaboration, and we were not really thinking of the style or the genre or something like this. We just also invited our friends whose music, whose art, whose attitude we really admire, and then it's like step by step. It was like really maybe sometimes not really quick development, but still after last week we got Italian artists from Italy. We have the shape, the face of the label finally, how it sounds, and it's quite pleasure for us also to see how it developed, what it developed. So it's basically experimental electronic music in all forms. So we don't really concentrate on some specific sound, but mostly to the attitude of the artists.
I understand you guys also do a lot of festivals and events and that kind of thing. Is that how the label got started?
No, label start. Well, it was the same. We were releasing music and also promoting our own concerts, doing concerts, and also inviting people from other countries for our events. And during 5 years, we were doing festivals. Well, they were quite successful. And then the situation changed a little bit, so we started to make more local events, like inviting 1 or 2 artists from other countries, and with our own forces making these events.
And listening to some of your records, as I have over the weekend, it's very, I'd like to say techno, but that's not really an accurate description really. It's almost like there's lots of noises floating in, it's very kind of minimal. And something that we discussed, I think last night, was the fact that you're based in the Ukraine, but there's always been kind of a fashion, if you like, for lots of black metal and then really dark electronic music as well.
In Ukraine, black metal was popular, but not that much.
Okay.
Well,
actually, I've got my wires crossed, obviously.
One of artists, he is doing now quite melodic IDM thing, but he came from black metal scene, actually. So yes, we do have a connection with black metal in a way. With grindcore also, but also grindcore, noisecore, and so on. And we also invited the artist from UK, Scorn, and he was the first drummer in Napalm Death. So we do, yes, it looks like we have this connection in a way. It's quite heavy guitar music.
Okay, and what sort of music do people listen to a lot in the Ukraine? Is it very much this kind of music, or does it vary a lot?
I think it's. I don't know if there is any specific genre the most popular. Maybe the drum and bass went to something really big. They started with parties and now they're doing huge raves. And the rest is an equal level, I can say. Like techno, there was some powerful scene of psychedelic trance music, like back in the days. But now it's almost gone. It's not that big. And techno music is really popular. and dubstep maybe raises up.
And do you guys tend to pay attention to the electronic music scene internationally, or do you focus a lot more on the local scene, if you like?
No, internationally mostly. Yeah, because on local scene, not that many artists in Ukraine who are doing experimental music, and we know all each other. So it's not the question to focus about, because we are doing our own events, our own label. So we do everything by ourselves, and it's much more interesting for us to see what is going on outside of our circuit.
And sorry, did you have something to add over there? No? Okay, no worries. Well, hopefully we can get you involved a little bit as we progress. What artists, if you could pick any artist worldwide to release on your label, who would it be?
Scorn, I would. Pansonic, maybe, but they are dismissed now. They don't act. So like these two maybe the most.
Opportunity perhaps to bring more of their music to your area.
Come again? Sorry.
That was just a passing comment. We've been fraught with these rather distracting sounds all weekend. Literally, we sit down, we try and interview some people, and suddenly some uncomfortable sound. So I do apologise to you and the people watching. And so, what's next for you guys? How are you hoping to develop the label and the events from here?
With events, we don't have much plans, because it's hard to plan it in Ukraine, like doing some events. So when it's a good situation, we do event. When it's not really good, we just make a pause. And we want to make like more releases, more and more. We have 3 CDs planned for the next month, which is kind of well, really a lot as for us, because we now since 4 years we have only 8 releases on CDs, and now we have 3 planned for the next 2 months only. So it grows, and we also make a lot of digital also releases. So like doing more music, and it's luckily that all our artists produce a lot of material that we want to release, which is really nice, because every time we receive demo from our artists, it's always like we want to do it, and that's the main thing. And after these awards, the first thing was we must work harder. It was like the pushing thing. Okay, yes, the really huge inspiration, really big one. So like we must make more, even more.
Well, you're obviously an ambitious label, and we very much hope to hear more from you over in the UK and internationally.
Also.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Woo. Really. That's it.